What is that noise? I did hear something. It's coming from in here. Oh my God.
Venturing into abandoned buildings at night can be terrifying. But what happens when you encounter someone, or something, you'd rather never meet? Like this first encounter that has been shared by the Paranormal Patch, a YouTube channel run by Calais, who has a deep fascination with the unexplained. Through her solo investigations, she takes viewers along as she explores abandoned places steeped in history and mystery. In the video she shared on June 2nd, 2023, Calais sets out alone to explore the long-abandoned Arthur Brisbane Child Treatment Center in New Jersey. While her original goal was to document the eerie beauty of urban decay, what she experienced inside went far beyond what she expected. After a long, quiet hike through the woods, Calais finally arrives, and with every step closer to the building, her curiosity only grows.
We're here, we're doing a little bit of urban exploring. I had to literally walk a mile in the woods until I even saw my first building, and I'm being quiet. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a building right there, and there's like a pavement here. We have to go past that building to get to where I'm trying to go. And this is everything that I've been walking through. Straight woods. I don't know how beat up this place is. I know that it was once caught on fire and that building's gone, but on Google Maps you can still see a couple buildings left, so I'm trying to get inside of those. All right, we're here and the door is wide open. Wow. Whoa. Look at how the floor is warping.
Although the building gives Calais an immediate eerie feeling, she doesn't let it stop her. After all that effort hiking through the woods, the last thing she wants is to turn back without making the most of the visit. So, with her flashlight in hand and her camera rolling, she cautiously steps deeper into the decaying halls. The silence is heavy, broken only by the sound of her own footsteps echoing off the crumbling walls. She feels a growing sense of discomfort, but her curiosity is stronger. Whatever this place holds, she's determined to find out. What she doesn't know yet is that something truly unexpected is just ahead.
Ooh, a gym. Look, a gym, guys. Gym. Cool. Oh my God, I'm definitely gonna get lost in this. So, I don't know too much about this place, other than the fact that it was like, I don't know, like a school for children who needed help. I've seen some like reviews on Google Maps of people who actually went here and they said that it was terrible. Like, they treated them really, really badly here, so.
Aside from the piles of debris and layers of graffiti, there isn't much left to hint at what this place once was. Most of the original features have been destroyed or swallowed by decay. So Calais steps outside for a moment to clear her mind and figure out what to do next. But just as she thinks the exploration might be wrapping up, something shifts. From here on, things begin to take a strange turn, one that Calais definitely wasn't expecting.
I don't want to go out this door. I don't know why they have half of it boarded up and then some of the doors are just fucking open. I don't understand that. Should we go back in? See if I missed anything. See if I missed anything cool. I hope I can open this. Why did it move as soon as I came close to it? Can someone explain that to me? That was freaky. I think it's all basically the same shit. What the fuck? What the fuck?
The entire time Calais had been inside, the building was silent. Nothing out of the ordinary. But just as she decided to head back in for one last look, this happened completely unexpected. Out of nowhere, about 5 doors slammed shut. The sound echoed sharply through the empty halls, sending a jolt of fear through her. Naturally, it freaked her out. But in the moment, it was almost as if her mind couldn't fully process what had just happened. Instead of running, she did the unthinkable. She went back inside to check.
Not the fucking moving doors again. Do we go towards it? Bruh. What door is doing that? What fucking door was doing that? What's this? What one is it? Y'all just watched me walk past all of that. What fucking door is that? What door is doing that? Dude. I'm leaving. I'm going through this fucking hole. Fucking door kept... The trees attacking me. I don't know what door kept freaking closing like that, but that scared me. It was definitely just the wind, guys, but for those that do know about this place, hang on, we gotta like make a run for it here. Do we? I don't know.
So, what do you think caused the doors to slam shut like that? Could it really have just been the wind, perfectly timed and powerful enough to move that many doors at once? Or was someone else inside, just out of sight, watching Calais from the shadows? Or maybe, this place truly is haunted by something that never left. But one thing's for sure, Calais showed remarkable courage. She stayed calm, kept her focus, and didn't let fear take over. And honestly, maybe that's exactly why she made it out without further incident. So, would you have done the same? Or turned around the second those doors slammed shut? But Kaylee isn't the only one who stepped into a place expecting nothing more than decay. Because this next explorer experienced the one thing every urban adventurer secretly hopes never to encounter. And that explorer is... Quick interruption. If you're enjoying this video, why not hit that subscribe button? We're on a mission to hit 300,000 subscribers, and when we do, 3 lucky fans will win a limited edition items. Right now, 61.2% of you watching haven't subscribed yet. We're pushing for at least 40%, and we need your help to make it happen. It's completely free, and your support helps us make even more awesome videos. So, don't miss out, subscribe now, and let's get back to the video. Jasper, the man behind the YouTube channel Urbex Ontario, who has built a following by documenting his explorations of abandoned and forgotten places scattered across Ontario, Canada. But urban exploration isn't always just about crumbling architecture and nostalgia. Sometimes, it comes with real risks. And in the video he shared on March 23, 2025, Jasper experienced exactly that. He set out to explore a long-abandoned farmhouse, believed to have been built in the early 1900s. From the outside, it looked like many of the places he'd visited before: weathered wood, overgrown grass, and the quiet stillness of a forgotten life. But as he stepped inside, it quickly became clear that this exploration wouldn't be like the others. What started as a routine exploration soon began to unravel into something far more unsettling.
So I haven't really been in here much. I took a really quick look just in this room here. But this place has been abandoned for a long time, as you guys can see. It's in pretty bad shape. And it's kind of sketchy because I can smell like cigarette smoke. So I hope there's no squatters in here. Yeah, it's a very old kitchen for sure. There's the cooktop. Wait, guys, you see that light on? This is literally still on. What is that? This? Oh, I can feel heat coming off of this. Yeah, this. Oh, the knob's literally broken off. I can't shut it off. This element is stuck on. I can feel. I don't want to touch it, but there's a lot of heat coming off of that. And the knob's broken off. Fan, yeah. That is crazy. It's literally still on.
The fact that it smells like cigarettes and that the electricity is still working in this house doesn't give Jasper a comfortable feeling. It clearly shows that someone must have been here recently, and maybe still is. But at the same time, it only makes him more curious to keep going and see what else he might find in this strange, forgotten place. But if that was the best idea...
Real wood on the walls. Why is that room like tarped off? Got some tires. They're actually still in like decent shape. Oh! Did you guys hear that? I just heard banging upstairs. What the heck? What, the light is on in here? Guys, this is sketchy. Hello? Anyone up there? What is that noise, guys? Sounds like somebody walking. What the heck? It could just be the wind slamming doors, but that sounded like a person was up there.
Although Jasper has a strong feeling that someone might be in the house with him, his curiosity is simply too big to ignore. He takes a deep breath and chooses to keep going carefully. But as he moves deeper into the house, the uneasy atmosphere only thickens. Something about this place doesn't feel right, and it's clear this exploration is far from over.
Look at this. There's like a mattress here. Yeah, there's like cigarette packs and stuff. Somebody's been squatting right here on this mattress. So I think we can get to that from the other side probably. I don't know why it's tarped off. I'm assuming because it's blocked off, we can get to it another way. Okay, you guys had to have heard that. I'm assuming that's the wind, but I don't know, guys. So we'll go upstairs a bit later, I guess. I cannot believe there's still power. Just the one light bulb still glowing. Heard that noise again upstairs. Seeing if it happens again. I don't know, guys. This is sketchy. Heard it again. Nice trim around these doors. I heard it again. Okay, I'm getting freaked out.
With every sudden bang echoing through the empty halls, Jasper's discomfort grows stronger. Each sound feels sharper, closer, like the house itself is warning him to leave. But even with that heavy feeling pressing on his chest, his curiosity wins again. He knows he won't be able to shake the unease unless he checks for himself. So, cautiously, he makes his way to the staircase, determined to find out whether it's just the wind, or something, or someone waiting upstairs.
There's gotta be somebody in here. There's gotta be. What is that noise? It's like a constant banging. Oh my God, I'm so sketched out. Oh my gosh. Guys, I think we gotta go upstairs first and see what the hell that noise is, because I'm so sketched out. I don't feel comfortable in the other rooms down here. Hello? Anyone in here? Coming from in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's this piece of plastic on the broken window. I'm ripping that out of there. That doesn't explain the banging.
Realizing that some of the sound had been caused by loose plastic sheeting flapping in the draft brings him little relief, because that explains the rustling, but not the banging. Still, Jasper steadies himself. He didn't come this far to leave with unanswered questions. So with his camera rolling and every step echoing through the house, he pushes forward, ready to find out what's really behind those sounds.
That literally sounded like somebody walking, guys. I hear it over here. It's this door. Why is that opening by itself? Why is that door moving? Bro, there's literally no wind in here. None of these windows are broken. These are all shut, these windows. You guys saw that. Oh my God, it literally just moved again. Like, all these windows are intact. The only broken window is the one with the plastic. So... there's nobody in there. It must just be the wind. I need to shut that away so it doesn't move. Oh my god. Guys, that scared the crap out of me. Okay, let's go downstairs and continue. That literally sounded like somebody walking and like shutting doors. Oh. Sorry about that. That like scared the crap out of me. Cause like there's like cigarettes and stuff here. Like somebody's definitely been squatting in here at some point.
It must have been a huge relief when Jasper finally discovered that the banging sound came from a door being slammed by the wind. After all the tension, uncertainty, and eerie silence, finding a logical explanation brought a sense of calm back to the situation. Still, we can only admire how brave Jasper was throughout the experience. Most people would have turned around the moment they heard unexplained banging upstairs, especially in a house showing clear signs of recent squatter activity. But Jasper pushed through his fear, determined to find the source and finish what he came to do. It takes real courage to face the unknown, especially when you know it might not just be ghosts, but actual people you're walking into. Luckily, this exploration ended safely, but it's a powerful reminder. When you're exploring forgotten places, it's not always the paranormal that's the biggest threat. Sometimes, it's the real-world risks that make these stories the most chilling. This story may have ended with relief, but the next clip? They felt anything but relieved, and that clip was shared by Steve, the creator behind the YouTube channel D&D Paranormal, where he documents his explorations of abandoned and allegedly haunted places in search of genuine paranormal activity. And in this video, uploaded on June 20th, 2025, Steve is joined by Susie and Zoe, two fellow adventurers who share his curiosity for the unknown. Their destination? The crumbling remains of Cheetel Asylum in Manchester, a place once feared for its grim history and now whispered about for its lingering spirits. As the sun begins to set, the group arrives, their energy high, but the building greets them with a heavy, uneasy stillness. Something about it just feels wrong. But that's exactly why they're here. So, without wasting any time, they step into the decaying walls of this asylum and begin their investigation, starting by introducing themselves to whatever may still dwell within these walls.
Okay. Hello, my name's Susie.
I'm Zoe.
And I'm Steve.
And we've never been here before. We wanted to come visit you tonight if anyone's here. We thought we'd come pay a visit, spend a bit of time with you, give you a bit of company. If you're here with us and you can hear and see us, could you make a noise, please?
I love that first bit of anticipation there. Do you know when you first ask and you're like,
I know, you're like, is it going to kick off like
Yeah.
now?
They move through the halls slowly, asking questions, hoping for any kind of response. But for a long time, there's nothing. No clear sounds, no movement. Just the quiet decay of the asylum around them. Still, the group can't shake the feeling that something is watching. The air feels heavy, the silence almost too still. So, refusing to give up, they pressed on. And as the night grew darker, things did start to change.
It's not making a noise, is it?
What is that?
What?
Is it one of your lights?
what? Oh, there's a bat. There's a bat flying behind you. No, it's further down the corridor, it's at the far end. There's a bat down the far end.
No, it was light. It was like a kite shape light.
Oh, it might be Steve because he's a square look.
No, I've only just turned that on and that was...
At the time, no one else had noticed the light Zoe claimed to see. It happened so fast, and in a place like this, it's easy to doubt your own senses. But later, while reviewing the footage, Steve spotted something strange, something that made them all stop in their tracks. It's subtle, easy to miss if you're not paying attention.
So I'm going to show a replay in a second that I circle the area where the light anomaly is, and then I'm going to show a replay with zoomed in, so you can see the light anomaly actually moving.
What is that? What is that?
It was barely visible at first, just a faint flicker in the dark. So, to get a better look, Adam adjusted the lighting settings and slowed the footage down, hoping to make whatever Zoe had seen more noticeable. And what appeared was nothing short of astonishing.
You can clearly see now the light anomaly moving, what looks like steps from right to left. I'm amazed that Zoe actually saw this, because I didn't see it on the night. I honestly don't know what this is. This has fascinated me. Please leave some suggestions in the comments, because this has really intrigued me.
The rest of the night passed quietly, just the still, heavy silence of a place long forgotten. Yet despite the lack of clear activity, all three of them could feel it. Something was there. Something unseen, lingering just out of reach. Eventually, Stephen, Zoe, and Susie decided to call it a night, leaving with a hint of disappointment that whatever presence was inside hadn't made itself known more clearly. But that feeling quickly faded when Steve reviewed the footage and discovered what Zoe had spotted wasn't just in her imagination. That appearance, captured on camera, was enough to make them question everything all over again. So what do you think? Was it just a trick of the camera at the perfect moment? Or did Steve really capture something more? Something that once maybe called this asylum home and never truly left? Let us know what you believe. Stephen, Zoe, and Susie may have left with more questions than answers, but at least they left on their own terms. But in the next clip, shared by Ben and Zach, they felt like they had no other choice but to leave. Ben and Zach are the men from the YouTube channel Haunted, where they, sometimes alongside Sophia, venture into some of Australia's most abandoned and allegedly haunted places. In this video, shared on June 3rd, 2025, Ben and Zach set out to explore a remote, crumbling house that's gained a dark reputation over the years. Locals claim something sinister lurks within, something far more dangerous than just a ghost. According to legend, a demonic presence haunts the walls of this forgotten home. But that didn't stop Ben and Zach from going in. If anything, it made them more determined to find out for themselves.
Oh God.
I did not expect to come back here.
I have a bad feeling about this, man.
They arrive in the dead of night, flashlights in hand, ready to see whether the rumors about this place hold any truth. To break the tension, Ben and Zach joke around as they begin their walkthrough, but behind the laughter, there's real anticipation. As they set up their ghost hunting equipment, it's clear they're hoping for more than just eerie silence.
What do you just hold it one in each hand?
Yeah. You gotta keep them straight. Like that. Yeah. Oh, you're dead.
Well, how do you get them straight?
Yeah. Okay, this isn't... We're off to a bad start. Alright, you gotta ask questions. Do you want me to try?
Hold on.
You got this. Oh my goodness.
Am I gonna die?
Oh, oh God. Is Zach getting possessed tonight? Oh my God! Is there a spirit in this house? Cross the rods in my hands for yes. That's beeping, dude. See, I don't know if to believe this, guys, because the littlest movement and they move too from my hands.
I believe that, though.
Yeah. Can you move these for me? Dude, I'm not moving that. You can see my hands are a little bit shaky.
Yeah, I know. A little bit shaky, but like still as.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Almost with every piece of equipment they try, it shows signs that some kind of spirit is in the house with them. But it's not just the equipment reacting anymore. Ben and Zach also start to hear strange noises echoing through the empty halls. And suddenly, the rumors about this place don't seem so far-fetched anymore.
Zach, that's on the dirt road where our car is. Who the f*** would be out here with no car, no light? We're dead. It's coming back. Stop.
This made them seriously question whether it was really a spirit they were dealing with, or if someone else was out there. The sound of footsteps outside the house felt too real, too deliberate. And the last thing they wanted was a stranger creeping around, especially near their car. They came here for the thrill of the paranormal, not to run into someone with bad intentions lurking in the dark.
Hello? Is there someone out there? Oh, what the f***? As I said, we're not hearing it anymore.
Surely if it was someone like you'd hear.
Bro, that's 100% footsteps. I heard it go out into the dirt road.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Who's out there? Look at that. Oh, the same thing. Holy.
The tension had reached its peak. Ben and Zach froze for a moment, listening carefully, hoping to hear the sound again, or maybe even a voice. But there was nothing, just silence, and the creeping unease of not knowing who or what was out there. With their nerves fraying and no clear answer, the two made the call to leave. They carefully gathered their gear, watching every shadow as they backed out of the house and made their way to the car. Whether it had been a real person with unknown intentions or something paranormal making its presence known, they weren't about to stick around to find out. Sometimes the smartest move is simply to walk away. But what would you have done? Would you have stayed to uncover the source of those footsteps? Or followed Ben and Zach's lead and chosen safety over answers? One thing was for sure, they had left with more questions than answers. But sometimes that's just part of the risk when stepping into the unknown. And this next explorer knows that all too well. What started as an exploration out of gentle curiosity turned into something much more unsettling. It takes us to the YouTube channel of Anton Daniels, where Anton typically shares commentary on current events, lifestyle topics, and his personal takes on the world around him. But in the video he uploaded on February 1st, 2018, he did something completely different. In this episode, Anton decided to explore the abandoned Cooley High School in Detroit, Michigan, a massive building that had been left to decay after a fire tore through it in 2017. Curious about what remained inside, Anton made his way to the school and without hesitation, stepped into its empty halls. At first, it seemed like just another urban exploration. But what happened next is something no explorer ever hopes to experience.
I don't think there's going to be too much difficulty getting in. I can hop right in one of those windows, or we can go right in here. You know how large the school is? It's a restroom. I don't even know where I'm headed. Dining room B. So apparently they had multiple lunch rooms. And this was one of them. Serving B. Wow.
Adam wanders through the vast, decaying halls of the school, completely captivated by the building's eerie beauty. The peeling paint, the collapsed ceilings, the echoes of a time long gone. It's all fascinating to him. The only thing that makes him feel slightly on edge is the sheer size of the place. With so many identical corridors and shadowy rooms, it wouldn't be hard to lose his way. Still, his curiosity outweighs any hesitation, and he pushes deeper into the building. After exploring for quite some time and beginning to feel more at ease, Adam finds himself lost in the rhythm of discovery. But just when it starts to feel almost routine, something happens that instantly shatters that sense of comfort.
It's just like me. When you show something like this, all that means is what is that noise? I did hear something. You hear it?
This moment hits Adam with a sudden realization. In a place this massive and this easy to enter, there's a big chance he's not alone. The idea that someone else might be wandering these dark halls with him, whether by coincidence or intention, sends a wave of tension through him. Still, Adam doesn't want to jump to conclusions. Steadying his nerves, he continues exploring. This time, a little more cautiously, his senses strongly, and prepared to confront whoever, or whatever, might be inside with him.
Yo, who was that? What you doing in here?
I see people coming in here.
What you mean you seen people come in here?
They be taking pictures and doing all that other stuff in here.
I knew I heard something.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
You all right?
Been in here before?
I've seen people just be coming in here taking pictures, and I see, so I just come in and they do graffiti.
So I ain't got nothing to worry about, right?
No.
All right.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Girl.
Just keep a lookout for me.
Okay.
I don't want nobody running up on me.
Okay, well,
So apparently you live around here, right?
yes, they're right across the street.
So tell me a little bit about this place. It's nothing like having a personal tour guide.
When I came here,
Nothing interesting down these hallways?
I know it's all depending on what you want to see.
I want to see the gym. The gym is down this way?
Yeah.
Whoa. What is going on
This
here?
was the auditorium. Now,
Whoa.
when they first started,
This is crazy.
right?
It's nothing left but the metal from the chairs.
Listen, wasn't nothing wrong with this auditorium.
Look at the
The
ceilings.
fire came, they set it on fire, it burnt up everything.
I see. This auditorium is dope, man. Look at the detail in the ceilings and the. Oh my goodness. I can't believe they burnt this up.
Luckily, the man Adam encountered turned out to be friendly, just another curious explorer who, like Adam, meant no harm. In fact, he was already familiar with the building and offered to show Adam around. The two ended up exploring part of the school together, and thanks to this unexpected meeting, Adam got to see some hidden spots he otherwise might have missed. But even though it all turned out fine, it's important to remember, it takes a lot of courage to confront the unknown in a place like this. When you're deep inside an abandoned structure, far from help and unsure of who or what might be with you, every decision matters. This time, it was an encounter that led to something positive. But it's a strong reminder that urban exploring isn't just about the places. It's also about how quickly things can shift and how you handle the unexpected. And speaking of the unexpected, this last clip. Shared on Instagram on April 24th, 2025 by Stringer Media, a page well known for documenting some of the most astonishing and eerie abandoned locations around the world. Shows us a group of friends who explored an old, crumbling parking garage somewhere in New Jersey. The structure, long forgotten by the public, is covered in dust, graffiti, and silence, a place that feels frozen in time. But as they make their way deeper into the garage, something stops them in its tracks. Tucked away there is a strange car, but it is not just unusual, it's unsettling. In a location that should be completely deserted, this single vehicle feels like a silent warning that something isn't quite right. And from this moment on, the exploration takes on a completely different tone.
What is that? Does that look like a dead body? What does that look like to you? There'd be like flies in there though. There's like a liquid like coming out of the door. Oh. There's a Porsche right over there. I just realized. I think there's a body in the car. I'm not even kidding. What? There's like liquids like coming out of it that are like yellow. There's like a rug that's tied up or like a bed sheet. Dude, where? What the poop? Let me look at like the door. Look at the bottom. Oh shoot. That's like mad weird, dude. Like something's clearly in there. Yeah, definitely. Dude, that's crazy. Should we like actually tell somebody about that or something?
It must have been deeply unsettling, coming across something so suspicious in such an abandoned place. The kind of moment where your instincts scream that something isn't right. Unfortunately, no further context was ever shared. Viewers were left with only the footage and their own theories. Some were convinced it was staged, arguing that if it had truly been a body, the smell alone would have made it obvious. Others were certain it was a real crime scene and expressed concern that the area should have been immediately secured. We can only hope the proper authorities were notified. But the truth? It might never surface. So what do you think was really inside that car? An abandoned mystery for sure, but was it something bad, hiding in plain sight? Now that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, subscribe to my channel and click to see more on the video on screen.